Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis, and I hope everybody's having a great day or a great night wherever you guys are. Today we're going to be talking about Ripple and XRP, as you guys could probably tell from the title and also from where we are starting this video from. I do have this quick little 1-minute video. It is with David Schwartz, as well as him kind of really talking about Flare Network. I do think that Flare is probably going to be one of the biggest announcements that we have go live fully. We have been waiting for this for a very long time. It is nearly now 2 full years since we officially got, we heard some noise from the Flare team about, the airdrop and stuff like that. The XRP community has been extremely, I would argue, probably one of the most patient communities out there in regards to this airdrop and this official launch. But listen close to this video, and then we will talk more a little bit about Flare.
Yeah, so I'm at the Flare team, formerly under the Ripple Spring effort, which was like a venture capital kind of arm at the time. We invested in them a few years ago. I'm very impressed with what they're doing. Flare has built a network using different pieces that they took from different blockchains, Ethereum smart contracts, Avalanche consensus, and XRP settlement. And what they're bringing to the XRP world is essentially a DeFi solution. So they have a fast and reliable settlement mechanism, XRP, and they have ways to essentially bring Ethereum-style smart contracts to the XRP world. They've gotten a lot of exchanges to support their airdrop, which I think is really impressive. That's a very difficult thing to do, and that's going to make it easier for people to just for their token to be sort of distributed widely, which I think helps with keeping the system decentralized and helps with keeping the system reliable. It is fantastic to see companies building systems that add utility to XRP, and I think that the ability to use XRP directly in smart contracts is going to be tremendously useful.
And yes, exactly what we have been waiting for. For the longest time, we have been looking at XRP as just like an institutional and banking coin, but having that option of having XRP be utilized as a settlement mechanism on Flare Network for all of the smart contracts, it is going to be a major game changer. And we recently seen a few updates actually from the Flare team, ftso.eu _ EU, I should say, on Twitter. In the last 24 hours, around 60 FTSO signal providers are actively submitting data to the Flare Network's mainnet. We are about at 60% progress of the observation mode, and if you guys did remember, once this does get to 100%, they will be fully launching the mainnet of Flare. I'm very, very excited for this, and as you guys do see down here, you can see like the number of votes, voter count, stuff like that. I think that this is awesome to see that we are seeing a lot more, sort of updates around this, some moves around this, and also even the Flare team did release their proposal today. If you guys do want to go check it out, you guys are more than welcome to go check out Flare Networks. I'm not going to break down this proposal because it would take a very long time, but they did release their full-on proposal about, voting on the next major airdrop around Flare. Are we only going to have that 15% release and then the rest of the tokens burned, which I personally think would be a great way of not only keeping the tokenomics pretty good compared to most that are massively inflated, but it will also allow for a lot more price action on Flare, more so upside potential. So there is quite a bit of information in on this. I do think that anybody who is getting the Flare airdrop should listen in, or if you did buy the IOU, whatever the case may be, definitely go check out this proposal, as it does provide quite a bit of information. But also, we have been waiting for Flare for a very long time. I think that this is going to be one of the major winners around this space. I also do think that this could rally against Ethereum. We've talked about this in the past when we did break down Flare previously. I think that this is going to really kind of rival what Ethereum has built for the longest time. Why? Well, because of the tech stack behind it. I mean, you look at this right down here, like fast, low carbon, and low fees. Everything that Ethereum has issues with, even with Ethereum 2.0, right? We just recently talked about Ethereum 2.0 and why it's almost like a huge waste of time, technically. And it's actually going to make Ethereum more, centralized, which is funny. But there's so much, utility around Flare. There's so much, just major value being unlocked from Flare, specifically even giving XRP a lot more value and utility as well, which is great. If you are holding XRP, this is a major win. So if you guys haven't been paying attention to Flare for the longest time, definitely should be paying attention to it. Also, we just seen a major announcement from Tranglow. And we do see down here the UAE is now part of the Tranglow Connect network, offering instant payments to the second largest Arab economy. And up top, we do see Ripple Investments / partner Tranglow has opened a payments corridor in the UAE using their Tranglow Connect X border payment solution. In March, Tranglow announced that it was enabling on-demand liquidity utilizing XRP for all of its payment corridors. Reasonable to conclude it is also to be used here too. And shout out to Rath Kahneman for this as well. But he does question this quite a bit. We do see a few discussions around this. Also down here to piggyback off of Anderson's on-demand liquidity on-demand liquidity thread. Tranglow has recently published a flowchart on their website that is very instructive about how they utilize on-demand liquidity, and you do see, like, if you guys want to look at the image here, you guys have it. Like, this is all within their remittance payment flow. Like, XRP is the main source of their liquidity through Ripple, which, again, is a major use case for XRP. It is a huge stepping stone for Ripple with XRP as well. And I think I just recently talked about this, in a video from about like 2 weeks ago, where we were really kind of talking about how large Tranglow actually is for Ripple, as a lot of like the major partners of Tranglow's are already utilizing Ripple with XRP. And also, even Anderson said, reasonable to assume it involves on-demand liquidity. In October of 2021, the first on-demand liquidity market opened in the Middle East in UAE. And I think that this is very substantial. And you guys even do see here, like, Ripple continues to build momentum in the MENA with, first on-demand liquidity deployment in Middle East. This was from October 25th, 2021. And then, of course, over here, starting with the UAE with people as well. Very large areas that they are focused on for the longest time. Like, I really do think that things are really kind of starting to come together right now, which you love to see. And a lot of these major banks and exchanges that they are working with are substantial within those areas too. But in regards to the actual breakdown from Tranglow, we actually do see over here, Tranglow launches new payout corridor to the UAE. And let's actually kind of zoom in just so that everybody can see. I know that, YouTube videos have a little bit lower resolution compared to like what I'm actually looking at. So I do apologize if you guys can't really read this all that much. We do see like Tranglow has opened a new payment corridor in the United Arab Emirates. The Arab Gulf is a key region for cross-border payments industry, especially in recent months due to post-pandemic recovery, travel resumption, and increase in oil production. And we do see down here in 2020, the country recorded $42.7 billion and $6.78 billion in remittance outflows and also inflows, respectively. In the first quarter of 2022, the country recorded 8.2% in growth, leading to the Abu Dhabi Commercial Bank predicting a whopping 6% growth this year, which would be the biggest since 2011. And I think that with XRP, with Tranglow, I think that this could benefit their payment flows greatly. I think that it could streamline them and actually increase their revenue and also their numbers greatly. And we actually do see up here in 2013, we helped Entisalat, I hope that I'm saying that name right. I'm probably not, by the way. But launch UAE's first international airtime transfer, benefiting millions of people. Today, our latest payment corridor will benefit many more seeking to remit funds to the country. After months of fine-tuning our API connection and interbank switching protocols, we are confident that our cross-border business partners can now offer unbeatable value to their customers. And of course, like when we look at this, XRP is unbeatable when you actually look at the tech stack behind, RippleNet with their cross-border payments initiatives. And also, just so that you guys know, Tranglow has actually updated the amount of banks that they are working with now to 2,200. This is actually a pretty big stepping stone for them. I don't know if you guys remember, but we recently just broke their entire company down in a video talking about like cross-border payments and why they will be at the forefront of that market, which is a $156 trillion market, expected to grow to over $200 billion by 2025. But we do see down here like Fact Bytes, over 800 partners. Now they have over, if we go back to the other page here, over 2,200 banks and wallets, 650 mobile operators in 120 countries with over 140,000 cash pickup points, which is huge. And Tranglow is a proud partner of Ripple, the leading enterprise blockchain solutions for global payments, which you always love to see when Ripple is like basically getting free marketing and advertisements from names like Tranglow. Tranglow is a huge piece of the puzzle, by the way. If you are holding XRP and you are waiting to really kind of see a lot of things unfold within this. Now, also, talking about things happening around crypto, I just recently broke down in a video talking to you guys a little bit about like BlackRock and these major institutions. I want you guys to understand that these institutions have been a part of this game for a very long time. We will see announcements of like, BlackRock getting in on crypto just now. They bought the dip, they did this, they did that. These are names that have been a part of this journey for a very long time. Like Kevin O'Leary, Mark Cuban, even Elon Musk. These are individuals that see technology. They have been invested into technology since, forever ago. So why wouldn't they be a part of crypto in the early days? I'm really kind of skeptical on when we do see like a new face of crypto kind of jump in, who is like a very large influencer outside of crypto, or a business this, business that. Because again, a lot of them have already been a part of this space since the inception of crypto. But the reason why I bring this up is because of this announcement here from Watcher Guru. They do say Justin, MasterCard CEO, says they're working with Binance to let people spend crypto at more than 90 million stores. And we do see down here, we can unlock the full potential of blockchain technology when we make it easier to access plus easier to use. One way we do that is by bringing crypto to everyday purchases. To make that a reality, we're working with Binance to let people to use their crypto to make purchases at 90 million plus stores that accept MasterCard, launching this work in Argentina and plans to expand from there. What could the blockchain industry look like in 5 years? We're seeing hints of that. And I also do like the idea that they are putting like a 5-year time frame on this. By 2027, this entire space is going to drastically be different. We've actually talked about this even with like CBDC payment flows, digitization, tokenization. Like those are great areas to focus on, simply because like even tokenization could bleed into everyday life very easily, by the way. We talk about like real estate, which is a $320 trillion market cap, or I shouldn't say market cap, market worldwide, sorry. And it's ripe for disruption. Crypto allows for that market to be tokenized, making an illiquid asset class fully liquid. This is also why I did post it on my Twitter a very long time ago now. If we actually go to my media, I'm probably going to be scrolling for a little bit of time, but I'm pretty sure I just recently posted it, where I was talking to you guys a little bit about the Web3 scene. And also, by the way, here's the Tranglow website breakdown when I did talk to you guys a little bit about what is happening with Tranglow. And when we look at this, a lot of these banks will be pouring in at a very rapid pace because of partnerships like Tranglow that allow for exposure of Ripple and even XRP to a lot of those banking clients. But I recently posted, I don't know where it was, but it was talking about how large that, like Web3 will be. And Web3 is actually being projected at becoming a $140 trillion asset class. And it is absolutely insane that we are seeing like projections like that, where most people are actually saying like, crypto is not going to be worth X amount of dollars by this point or that point. Like XRP, for an example, right? XRP did over a 30,000% run back in 2017, 2018 when there was not that much money in this space. You kind of look at things like this, where we have, a MasterCard CEO talking about crypto at the forefront of things to not only have easier access, but also just easier use too. Like this is huge because not only will it allow for a lot more money to flood into this market at when we are getting to the point of having a bull run, but it is also going to allow for a lot more upside ROI on a lot of these tokens on pretty much this entire market too. I think going into the next major run, a lot of individuals will be made rich, and I think that a lot of them will also get to the point of like generational wealth too. So, with that being said, if you guys are here during this bear market, I want you guys to comment down in the comments, say bear market legend, because you all are bear market legends. And again, like I said, if you guys are sticking out through this entire time, accumulating, DCAing in on every single massive drop in this market, you are going to be filthy rich going into the next major bull run where everyone is FOMOing in and buying your bags as you are selling them. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe to notifications on if you guys have more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. This is up to you all. Have a beautiful day, a beautiful night, wherever you guys are on this beautiful world. This has been Nick. Peace out, guys.